Welcome to Right on the Edge. And after that last video, I said that I would tell you all about my paranormal experience. Um, no video on this one, sadly. Yeah, I don't know how to do that stuff yet. I will work on it. We'll work on it. But I want to tell you my story from my childhood, or rather my teenage years. It wasn't even my childhood really. But I was 18, and during that time, I was always up late, like playing World of Warcraft, talking to my friends on there, and in general, staying up too late, wanting to work too little. The typical, the typical teenage nerd on a Saturday night. I don't actually remember what day of the week it was. No, that's not important. What is important is that my mom came into my room sometime around 2 a.m. and this is my own 3 a.m. experience. You see how these videos are leaked here. Yeah, and she said, "Hey, Stan," which was her boyfriend at the time. Let me put this over here so I can pretend like I'm looking at this camera here. I'm just gonna leave all this in the video too. Don't worry. Sort of, almost. We're closing in. Aha! Stay there, wire. Just go like that. Close enough. Close enough. Anyway, she comes in and says Stan is the truck broke down. And so we lived in Franklinton, Louisiana. And he said it broke down on the way back from Amite, Louisiana, down this side highway. Now I don't remember what that side highway is called. Sure it had some generic highway name, like who knows? Who knows what it was? But it's the one highway, the back road highway between Amite, Louisiana, and Franklinton, Louisiana. And I want to say it goes like, I don't think there's like any real cities in between it, like maybe like some little city. But anyway, I get out there. We have a van at the time, one of those old red, like ugly vans, and I drive, and my little brother decides to come with me, Toby. And I drive all the way to a meet. I mean, I see the truck. I stop there on the way through, right? And I had this, that scrap art paper that they make you do for art classes in college and stuff like that. I had a big old pad of that, but nothing else. So I had that and like a marker. So I wrote them big on this thing. I was like, Derek was here. Here's my number. Call me if you get this, right? Because I was like, shit, maybe I just don't see him. Maybe I had to pee in the woods or something. I drive all the way to Mate, Louisiana, and I am broke at this time, right? So I took this gift card that I had 30 bucks on that I was going to use to pay for World of Warcraft. Needless to say, I didn't pay for World of Warcraft that month. That's rough. That's rough. What's a poor nerd supposed to do? Anyway, so what ends up happening is we get gas, me and Toby, and we come back. Now, nothing's changed. So I don't see anything that's changed in this. I'm looking around. I'm like, wonder if we went to any of these people for help, right? I was like, what if we went knocking on doors? And then I see some lights in the woods right next to the truck. There's like a small path, so I think it's a driveway. Well, I'm not gonna leave Toby by the road, so he comes with me. We walk up to this brick house thing, and it's like, but as we get closer, we're hearing sounds from the inside. It sounds like TV or something's going on. And then as we get closer, I hear this like 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 a bestial growl, like like warning, like oh, don't come any closer, don't come any closer. And I'm like, oh shit, it's probably just a dog, right? It's probably just a dog, or so I thought. And boom, the doors fly open. Wow. That sound didn't happen. I'm just making that up, and yeah, because I'm trying to tell a story. Doors slam open. I'm like, fuck, you know, fuck, and I'm hauling ass. Oh shit! I remember I have a brother. Just barely remember I have a brother. I go back. get him. I drag him with me. Oh, we're running. Yeah. And then we get in the van, man. We haul ass, bro. I haul ass. I don't think I ever made that van go so fast. But I'm like, it's so dark. It's so dark. I can see no light at all on this road. It's darkness on each side. My lights seem to be going nowhere. They're going like 20 feet in front of me, maybe 23 feet in front of me. That's giving it some feet. I mean, I don't know. I don't know how to describe how claustrophobic I felt. And we're driving through just in the center, no cars. I've seen no cars this entire time on the way back. No cars at all. I've seen nothing. Just darkness, our car, you know what I mean? And and it is terrifying. It's I don't know how to describe it. It's so scary. And I'm seeing stuff in my peripheral vision, like stuff that's like seems like it should be there, but when I turn to look at it, it's disappearing. Nothing. So we're staying in the middle, man. It feels that drive probably only took like 30 minutes back, maybe 40, right, with a stop, but it felt like hours. It felt like hours. We get home at like 3:30 a.m. You know, I'm tired. Toby's tired. I tell my mom, I'm like, hey, we did not see him. We didn't see him at all, right? We did not see him at all. And she's like, well, where could he be? I was like, I don't know. But you're going to have to go out and look for him yourself because I'm tired. I got work tomorrow. I'm like, I didn't see him. You know, I was like, maybe he got help from his sister or something that lived in a meet, right? I was like, fuck if I know. Shit, what you want from me? Huh? What you want here? I didn't see him. All right, I didn't see him. Now I'm still up because you know my tiredness was apparently a lie because I was talking to this this girl on Wow at 4 a.m. I was like, hey girl, how you doing? Fair, full honesty, right? Full disclosure. Full disclosure. That's what I was doing. I was a young man. I wasn't thinking with here. I was thinking with here, and sometimes here. Maybe a little mix. You know, a little both, right? I think we've all been young people before. If we're honest with ourselves, right? If we're honest with ourselves. Come on, guys. Let's be honest here. It's a safe space. Anyway, he walks in at 5 a.m. or 4:30 a.m., something like that. It's been 5 hours since he called. And this is what he said. I walked straight down the middle of the road. No one came. No one came. Like he's calling me a liar. You know, he's calling Toby a liar. Calling my mom a liar, right? He wasn't a very nice person, by the way. I don't know if you guys gathered that, but this dude wasn't a very nice person. But he's calling everyone a liar. You're a liar. And you're a liar. Everybody's a liar except for me. I'm the only one telling the truth. But then, right the next day, we take him back to get his truck, right? So he can fix it because it was like some dumb was wrong with it. And then he sees my giant note on his dash. He's like, oh, well, I guess you were here then. No apology. Just like, I guess you were here then. I guess so. And then he tells me on the way back, he was like, man, it was so dark last night, right? I was like, yeah. And he's like, you drove down the middle of the road? And I was like, yeah, Stan, I did. Yeah, I drove all the way there and back. All the way there and back. Right? Right? That's what I did. You know? By the way, I don't know how to look at this camera yet. Mm. Ooh. Yeah. Anyway, stupidness aside, he looks at me, he says, man, he's like, I heard stuff in the woods. I saw stuff around me. He's like, I stayed in the middle of the road because I was scared that if I walked to the edge of the road, I'd disappear and never be seen again. He's like, I heard growling in the woods. He's like, I heard beast noises like howling and snarls and yips. And he's like, I saw things. And he's like, I thought you would think I was crazy. One of the only heart to hearts me and this guy's ever had, by the way. Or at the time, right? You know, like one of the only hearts where he was willing to like look at me and be like, hey, yeah, some crazy shit happened, but yeah, one of the only heart to hearts we ever had. Dude was an asshole. Right asshole. But in this thing, we are lying. We shared an experience. And the reason I remember this experience is because just a couple of years ago, my brother Toby asked me, he was like, hey, Do you remember that time that we went to go and save Stan because the truck broke down and we didn't find him, but we saw like spooky shit and we were scared? And I was like, "Yeah, buddy, I'll remember it now. Thanks a lot. I've been working really hard to repress that, but here it is. Here it is again." And anyway, that's my paranormal experience. Take it or leave it. Now, was I hallucinating because it was 3 a.m.? I don't think so. I wasn't high. I wasn't drunk, right? Shocker. I know, right? I mean, can you look at his face? Me drinking? I mean, me high? Never. Not at 18. That's crazy talk. And yeah. On a good note, I think I got a booby picture that night. Yeah, that was pretty good. It was working well. That one just came out the blue though. I didn't even try for that. It just came out the chamber, bro. I was just like, hey, I'm just happy to be here. You know what I mean? But anyway, yeah, that's my paranormal experience. So, um, yeah, look in the comments below. Look in the comments below. Leave a comment below and tell me about yours. Um, and if there's any really interesting ones, I'd like to do an interview with you like this, like video to video, right? Video camera to video camera, and I would like to hear yours as well. That'd be awesome. And maybe if we can get enough of those by Halloween, we'll have like a little compilation of paranormal stories, which I think would be very interesting. Uh, in general, I tend to have a good time with stuff like that. So, all right, have a good night. Say good night to my fishies back there. There they are, my baby fishies. They're so cute. And like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.